Siteline by JELD-WEN is one of the best-known wood window lines in the construction industry. Today we're installing two new Siteline replacement options, a double-hung pocket window and a double-hung sash pack. Hey Jeff.
Hey Dave.
What's special about Siteline?
Siteline double-hung product offers a concealed jam liner, which gives it a clean look. It's also an easy tilt product, and it has a wood or a last product, which is resistant to rot, water damage, and termite resistant.
Why do you like Siteline?
I like Siteline. It offers, as far as the exterior, it offers 28 different exterior finishes, 13 different interior finishes, and it's also a highly energy efficient product.
Siteline is definitely not your average wood window, and these replacement options have all the great features of standard Siteline windows, along with some innovative extra features that make installation easy and quick. How easy? We'll show you. Siteline double-hung pocket windows can be installed from the inside or the outside of the building, but for this demonstration, we'll be installing from inside this home.
Now, before you order your Siteline replacement window, you want to make sure your existing window frame is in good condition and has a minimum 3¼ inch jam depth. Before you start, you want to have these tools on hand: a screwdriver or a drill, sealant, and a putty knife.
We've already removed the interior trim and set it aside to reuse it later. Because we're installing from the inside, we removed the interior stops but left the exterior stops in place. We've also removed the jam liner system from the previous window. Now we're ready to install.
We need to remove the sashes from the frame, remove the jam liner covers so we can properly fasten the unit to the window opening.
Now how do we do that?
By the easy tilt released pins, it enables you to take the sashes out easily. The sashes are easy to remove. Just retract the tilt latches, lower the sash towards you, and lift the sashes out one side at a time. Then you do the same thing with the upper sash. Next, you want to pull out the quick connect head parting stop and the jam liner covers on both sides of the frame. It's easy. You can do it with just your fingers or the putty knife. Just make sure you're prying them off from behind the vinyl backing rather than near the visible wood front.
These quick connect pieces are really going to make a difference in the finished look of this window, which we'll show you in just a bit. For now, just set these pieces aside with your sash. Now we want to install the pocket frame. First thing we need to do is apply sealant to the insides of your exterior stops at the head and the sides. The stops are the pieces that keep your window from falling through to the outside. Next, install the pocket frame into the opening. Tilt it in like this. We'll drive a screw in one of the pre-drilled holes in the upper frame, but you only want to screw this in halfway, so you back it out if you need to adjust. Place shims between the opening and the pocket frame at each fastener location. Avoid the midpoint, because that's where your jam jacks are, and you need to keep that area clear for when you're ready to secure the frame to the opening. How are we looking?
Plumb and level.
Now we're ready to secure the pocket frame. Drive screws through both jam jacks. Drive each one until you hear a click. Then turn the screw in or out to adjust the jams. The jam jacks let you turn the screws in either direction to plumb the side jam with the opening.
I think we're even.
Now drive screws through the remaining pre-drilled holes. Make sure your screw heads are flush or slightly recessed into the wood frame. Here's where Siteline really makes the job easier. Once the pocket frame is in place, all you have to do is snap in the jam liner covers on both sides, and then snap in the head parting stop. That's why we call them quick connectors. See, there's no need to putty over the screw holes. The stops and jam liner covers hide the holes, so you don't have to take the time to putty or bring it to the installation. And the covers make the jam liner area look uniform with the rest of the window, so it looks good aesthetically.
To finish your installation, just reinstall the sashes, check the operation of the window, and replace your interior trim. It's also easy to get the look and performance of Siteline with a Sash Pack replacement option, which uses your existing window frame and doesn't disturb existing interior or exterior trim or siding. Now let's look at the contents of the Sash Pack. We've got upper and lower sash, of course. These feature energy-efficient insulating glass, so they will be an improvement over the old window right away. 2 jam liners with quick connect jam liner covers, 2 white foam jam liner pads, 2 gaskets, a wood head parting stop with weather strip, and 16 screws.
Before you start, you'll want to have these tools on hand: finishing nails and a nail gun, screwdriver and a drill, sealant, and a putty knife.
Now we've already removed the interior stops, and we're going to put it back when we're done. We've taken out both sashes, and we've done our prep work with the existing frame, checking that the frame is structurally sound, plumb, level, and square, and removing the head and jamb stops with a balanced system from the previous window. Now we're ready to install.
First off, we'll remove the jam liner covers and set them aside. Be sure to pry them off from behind the vinyl backing rather than pulling it up from the wood. Now it's time to prep the jam liners. Put a gasket into the top end of each jam liner. Place a foam pad behind the first jam liner and align the jam liner with the side of the frame, flush with the exterior stop and the sill. Screw into the pre-drilled installed holes with truss head screws. Then snap in the quick connect jam liner cover. It really gives the whole window a clean, consistent appearance. We'll do the same steps with the jam liner on the other side.
Jam liners are in place. Now we're ready to install the sash. Install the upper sash first into the jam liner track that's closest to the exterior. Retract the tilt latches and tilt the sash up to secure. Then do the same with the lower sash, installing it into the track closest to the interior. Check the operation. Install the new head parting stop so that the weather strip is against the top sash when the sash is fully closed. You may have to trim the head top parting stop before you install. When you're sure it fits, take it out. Apply sealant to the upper surface, press it into position, and use finishing nails to secure it. Then reinstall your interior stops with finishing nails. And you're done.
With these new pocket and sash pack replacement options, it's easier than ever to include Siteline in your most important renovation projects.